Weather seems good. The weather seems encouraging for UTT, the University of Trinidad and Tobago, because they are open for applications for their design and manufacturing engineering programs. It's one of the ways the Institute is promoting as a diversification tool for the country. Design and manufacturing engineering involves the process of designing and manufacturing innovative electromechanical products. And tell us more about the program, what it offers and the research that is being done. We're joined by Aaron Amirali, who is the Senior Instructor for Design and Manufacturing Engineering Unit at UTT. Very good morning to you, sir.
Morning. Thank you for having me.
For joining us. So, first and foremost, is it a challenge to tailor your programs and to have those programs functioning in a time of COVID-19?
Yes. Well, for design and manufacturing, the challenge was there when we closed in March because of the pandemic. But for design and manufacturing at UTT, we introduced our students to the blended form of learning. So from the minute they enter in year one in our undergraduate program, they're already using our online learning platform, Canvas, and we do classes asynchronous and synchronous online, examinations online. So for us, it was not much of a challenge to transition into that online mode. But yes, so the students are encouraged from year one to utilize their smartphones, laptops, and so on, so that they could access all our content online.
And when would the new semester begin?
So we start September the 1st.
Okay, so in keeping with the ministerial directive, so you're ready
yes.
to be up and running September the 1st.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the programs that are being offered.
Sure. So we have the cadre of programs at Design and Manufacturing. So we have the BASc in Design and Manufacturing. So it's a 3-year full-time program. If you're part-time, it will be double. And that BASc gives you all the underpinning principles for engineering. That lays the foundation for you to go directly into industry and function as a design and manufacturing engineer. And our engineers find employment in a range of companies. So we're in the manufacturing sector, finance, education. You could be a plant operator. And for those students who are entrepreneurial minded, they actually go out and start their own business. Because one thrust that we have in design and manufacturing is that flavor of entrepreneurship. So we do design, build, and test. But a lot of good ideas fall by the wayside, and we say, look, the students need a little more to carry their ideas now, not only to prototype, but to market. So we have courses such as entrepreneurship and business practices, human resource and leadership, engineering economics. And that's in addition to what we'll say the traditional engineering courses like mechatronics, strength of materials, etc. So you could go from design, build, test, right through to market.
In fact, as we run through the list of programs that offer, as you mentioned, the BSc in Manufacturing and Design, the MSc in Innovation, Correct. Manufacturing, Management, Entrepreneurship, MSc, Innovative Design and Entrepreneurship, yes. Masters of Philosophy, Doctor of Philosophy, Correct. Then you've got the research areas, yes. Mechatronics, Design and Innovation, Management, and then outreach with industry.
Correct.
Are you satisfied that all of these programs, the full suite, if you were to use that term,
yes.
meets the needs
yes.
of those seeking careers in these areas in 2020 and beyond?
Yes, because at Design and Manufacturing, we have actually set up a Manufacturing Advisory Council. So we link with different manufacturers for them to tell us what they need in a graduate. So the manufacturers have told us through our Advisory Council, we want a graduate that could fit in anywhere in the organization and have the skill set for upward integration. And therefore, we tailor our program to meet the needs of industry. And as I say, our graduates find employment throughout, and they're all employed.
And so, if someone, obviously, with an interest in this field and, yes. and looking for opportunities to improve themselves and gain the necessary certification, what do they have to do to get more information, enrollment requirements, and so on? What do they have to do?
So it's all listed on our website. So it's utt.edu.tt. And you go under the Academics tab. And when you pull that down, you'll see Design and Manufacturing. So there you'll see the BSc, the Masters. You'll see testimonials from students who have graduated. You'll also see testimonials from industry personnel who have hired our graduates to say, this is what the UTT graduate brings to the industry. And you'll also see some videos from students who actually went out and started their own businesses, not only in Trinidad, but we have international students as well.
And as far as those enrollment and requirements, Mr. Amirali, is it all about academic,
right.
CAPE and so on passes, or is it also about a combination
Correct, yes.
of academic achievements and practical experience that could qualify you?
So both. So we have the normal route. The normal route, we will look at CAPE 1 and CAPE 2. right? And of course, A-levels. And that's the normal route. We also have another route that you could have a technician's diploma in NETD, in mechanical or electrical. So that's another route. We'll look at that, and once you have a fair GPA, you will gain access to the undergraduate. And then there's a third route. That's the mature entry student route. So therefore, as you said, you may not meet all the academic requirements, but you may have a number of years of experience within the industry. So we'll look at that on a case-by-case basis. And depending on your background and your experience and what you have, if it's up to CXC, we can admit you entry through the mature student route. So there are 3 points of access.
Tell me a little bit more about the outreach with industry and how that works. Because as you said, I mean, at the end of the day, it's pointless having all the certification and it's not relevant to the environment that people hope to develop careers in. Tell us a bit about that.
Right, so in design and manufacturing, we have the mandate that you must put theory into practice. So as you said, we do all of this work in the classroom. And as part of the courses for our master's program, there's something called the Industry Company Project, where you must go out to the industry for 6 to 8 weeks and complete a project. So some real live problem that they're having, and you must go out and solve it using the principles that you would have gained in the classroom. So we have that mandate, putting your theory into practice. So it starts at the undergraduate level, where we have the co-op. Then it goes through to the final year projects, where they have to actually design, build, and test some prototype. And once you enroll in the master's, you go out to the companies. And that's the outreach. And of course, we go to private and public. We work with the ministries as well. So we work with Ministry of Utilities, Public Utilities, Ministry of Trade, and so on, where we actually give back to the community now. The regional corporations as well. We have done a lot of work with them.
We're hearing so much about, especially with COVID-19 upon us, about diversification and retooling and really re-engineering ourselves to deal with the challenges of the new environment. Are you satisfied that the design and engineering unit of UTT is equipped and facilitated to offer opportunities in that area?
Well, definitely, because we use the online learning platform Canvas. So basically, once a student has a cell phone, you can access everything for design and manufacturing. You can do all your classes, as I said, online. Everything can be either synchronous, asynchronous.
So you don't necessarily have to attend the campus at Point Lisa or anything like that?
You don't. You may have to come in to do your physical laboratories, but other than that, all your face-to-face sessions could be done via Zoom or Canvas, because we have the learning platforms, and when I say they're working properly, and all our students are integrated from day one, in year one. So basically, yes, we are housed at the Point Lisa's campus, but there's no need that you have to come in every day, Monday to Friday. And before time runs out on Sam Merali, any additional bits of information you'd like to give to those who would potentially like to enroll for any of these programs, which will be available from September 1? From September. All the information is on the website. And on the website, you'll also see the list of all the lecturers. So if you have a particular liking to an area, research area, let's say mechatronics, robotics, artificial intelligence, you can go and email the lecturer directly and actually do research with that lecturer. So I want to encourage persons who have that interest in design and innovation, manufacturing, changing the manufacturing landscape of Trinidad and Tobago and giving back, to visit the website under Design and Manufacturing and see what areas. I mean, we do a lot of work, let's say, in mechatronics and robotics, even artificial intelligence, fuzzy logic, programmable logic controllers. You know, we do a lot of work there, and it's cutting-edge technology. We keep abreast of what's happening in the world, and I encourage anyone to apply, email me. Feel free to have a discussion. All right. So, and the first port of call would be the UTT website to get for all the information? Yes, under the Design and Manufacturing tab. All right, well, Mr. Amaral, thanks very much for taking the time to be with us this morning, and indeed tremendous opportunities afforded in the area of design and engineering and all the various degrees that are being offered, and it's up to you essentially to